Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Outside YP, and I'm here with
Pharaii Dambisa, aka Tembe, aka Matembe, aka AKK.
So, welcome back to the podcast, episode 2, man. Episode freaking 2, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Back, bro.
Podcast Mondays, bro.
Yeah.
You know, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about not seeing people for a long time. That's a couple of years, and then you come back and you're like, who's you?
Bro,
who's you?
What happened?
Exactly. And I had something else in mind I forgot as well. But anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Anyway.
So imagine your situation, right? Let's say your hometown, right? Like for me, for example, coming back to Tralee after like 6 years in Cork, came back. What I found phenomenal for the most part, not every single person, obviously, but for the most part, is that me and all my friends still get along the same way. We still we see each other's love, bro. In fact,
Mom, come on. We're recording here. The googs.
Whatever. But so like a situation was like, okay, so you know, for some, like most of the people, it's like actually for some even, it's like the relationship grew and became better from like that long separation. It's like you see each other now, it's like, yo, bro, man, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously there's some relationship where you see them and it's like, you say hi sometimes. They look at you like, do I know you?
Yeah, it's that hi. Man, I had that awkward. It's like when you meet up, it's like there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
you know that empty space. You're just like,
so, bro, what's good? Hey,
how's work?
Yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's cool, man.
Yeah,
it's work, look.
You know, I feel then in those situations, that's why I like to, because the conversation is not there. So sometimes you need to go to the bar and like have pints at the bar or something, just to be in the same presence, but have something to entertain you, because the conversation is it's just like, do you know what I mean? Like, but last night for me, right, I hadn't seen a friend in ages, right, and I was so happy to see that he was just like the same person.
Same energy.
You know what I mean? Like, and it was just so nice. We're listening to songs we used to listen to. My man was DJing last night, bro, turning people up, playing beer pong and everything, bro. It was heavy.
We might vlog next time for you.
Yeah, I'd say we should vlog that night, man. That night was so good. So many good dance moves and stuff like that.
But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Will you leave a comment down below? Like friendships, right? Do you guys think it grows? I mean, obviously it depends on the type of people, but if you guys have any personal experiences where it's like one way or the other.
What about even like, let's say exes, bro?
Oh, okay.
Bro, so I had some weird.
Okay, so with exes, right? Think about so first of all, should you stay friends with your ex? Because I think if it ends naturally, right?
Yeah.
Like I was surprised, like I was in a circumstance myself. I was surprised that like I thought, you know, it ended cool or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you try to talk to the person and they're like, oh. And you're like, I'm like, damn, bro, I thought we was cool. Like,
that's the thing.
We was just hanging out every day.
Exactly.
Now it's like, what? For me, I always find that really, really strange.
And immature,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
I think that's really immature of a person. I don't know. Well, I guess sometimes I'm not gonna say. I'm sorry. Like I'm getting so heated right now. I'm sorry. Like never mind me.
But you might be right.
But like, you know, in a sense, like that, like. Can't we just kind of get over that place and just kind of remember that we're actually friends?
If it ended really badly, then fair enough. You're reason to be angry at the person or whatever.
Exactly.
And
you need that
moment.
I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna light a candle for you.
Candles, bro. Some shots for my niggas.
Man, that's how it feels, bro. Because it feels like they dead, bro. They cut you tight. They cut you, bro.
I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know you,
bro. You
bro.
know what I'm saying? I find that so strange, though, bro. We was hanging out every day. We was snuggling every day. We was just from yesterday to today. Now you don't.
Now you don't. Exactly, bro.
Crazy.
Come on, you're crazy. But you know, I have some friends that still chat to their like.
And I think that's good.
I think that's great, man. And some of them they actually do projects with each other, and there's not that kind.
There's no animosity, bro.
There's no animosity, and then like obviously she would see the guy getting with other people, but she's also getting with other people, and it's like that doesn't faze them. They still have that. They've moved on so far. They can still laugh together and hang out, which is so cool.
I think that's purity, bro.
So
I think that's when a relationship was good.
Yeah,
that's purity, bro. But when it's like it ends and you don't even want to talk to the other person. Now, fair enough if they fucked you over heavy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's different. You know, some people, I don't know how they do it. They can still forgive. You know.
Yeah. Forgiveness, bro.
But which is amazing. But you know, that's fair enough. I think then there's a valid reason to not talk to that person again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like a relationship is just an extended friendship. It's like a friendship that's gone over. You know what I mean? At least from my perspective, I think that's what it really should be.
Is.
Right? It's a friendship with a bit of physical contact, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't just stop.
A bit? You mean? Bruh.
Some extracurricular activities.
Extracurricular. Bro, we all get lonely.
It happens, bro.
Yeah. But anyway, go on. Sorry, you're saying you're right. It is like, you know, like an extended like of a friendship thing.
Yeah.
It's like that friendship is so powerful.
And think about, you just stop talking to your friend all of a sudden?
Yeah. What?
Do you know what I mean? Without any real argument, you guys just, let's say, didn't naturally normally agree on like, I don't know, I like football, I like basketball.
Yeah.
Alright, cool, yeah. I'm going to play basketball, I'm going to play football. And then the next day you're just not going to talk to each other anymore because...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like y'all had a big scuffle. So that's what I always find intriguing about relationships when they end like that. Even just watching other people's relationship and not just talking from personal experience as well. It's just like, damn, bro, like, it really be like that, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it really be like that.
But then you value how someone could, like, let's say I'm lucky I have people in my life that value me as a friend, that even when I'm messing up, you know what I mean? Even though when I'm messing up, you know, when I mess up, like, Mark's there and he'll put me back.
For me,
you know what I mean? Like, as in, like, yo, we need those friends that will still, like, reel you back. Be like, bro, come on, what happened?
What are you doing?
Let's fucking get back to
what
that.
Are you doing?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And I love doing that.
Yeah. Bro, it's true, man. You know what I'm saying?
But, you know, another interesting thing now that we're talking about, like, ex and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine your situation. You're really good friends with a boy or girl or whatever, right? And you guys have been friends for a minute or whatever. And you want to transition to go beyond that, right?
Yeah.
So obviously there's the fear of how that will affect the friendship. There's also the fear of, does he, she even like me back? And there's so many fears, like, how does one even go about dealing with that situation? I feel like I find it so hard to transition from friend to liking somebody.
Yeah.
And, like, I've been in that situation where I have liked a friend, but, like, I hated it so much and I didn't want to like them. Yeah. But I just liked them anyway.
You liked them anyway, yeah.
And it was like, I was like, bro, like, I like you, but, like, I don't want to like you, but I like you. Bro.
Exactly, but
I don't even care if you don't like me. I just wanted to let you know so that it's... Because this shit, it doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like it in my chest.
It's picking at you.
I don't like it in my chest. You know what I'm saying? In his chest. In my chest. I had to let it loose. You know what I'm talking about? I had to let it out. I had to let it out. So I let it out. You know what I'm saying? But we cool now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I did it, it would just... You know, because
it would build up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and you just cause some negative energies.
Man,
you start getting annoyed at her, like, oh man, I've been trying to show her that I like her.
Yeah,
and she ain't even motherfucking respond. But you tell her, though.
Yeah, that's the thing you didn't.
You guys are friends, so sometimes it gets flirty or whatever. So like, it's hard to differentiate sometimes, like we talked about last time, right? It's hard to differentiate because when you're close with a girl or boy, whatever, sometimes you just like touchy,
very
blah blah blah, like, and it's like.
I know, bro. That's the thing. But like, just like say it, man. Because like, bro, like, how can we be playing these games, man? These games are just like
join the side game,
bro. I'm telling you, because like you ever have those awkward situations where you get that.
Yeah, you get. Sometimes you also have a moment. Where you're just like.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, that's.
She's like, okay. Oh, never mind this. Hold up. Let's say in the middle of the podcast. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Had to mute that mofo.
Had to mute that. You know what I mean? People be asking.
We ain't got that.
They be asking. That's her right now.
Whoever you are. But so I always find that really, really intriguing. Like, what would you guys do in that type of circumstances? Like, what's your way? Like, what do you know what I mean? Because my way is just fuck it, own up to that bitch. You're like, man, I like you, but like I want to. But obviously, if you actually want something, then be like, I want something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just say it. And she says, nah. You're just like, cool, it's Gucci, but I'm just glad I told you, and you're good.
Yeah.
You continue onwards and forwards. You know what I'm saying?
That's much better. That is much better.
Bro.
You know.
Stop all these signs, bro.
Yeah, stop all these signs, bro. But you know what? Sometimes all this stuff, bro, it gets too heavy too quick. Like, because, like, especially with friends, right? Let's say you get to meet someone's family and they know you. Now, like, I got into that situation too quick in some circumstances,
yeah.
bro. And now the family knows you, and now you're like,
You see the family in the street.
Yeah. Oh, what's up? You the next man up, isn't you? Do you know what I mean? Because people can read that, like, especially like your parents, man. Because
they smarter than we give them credit for.
Exactly. Because even my parents, when I'm going through that, they're like, "Oh, so this girl now." You know what I mean?
So this one, yesterday it was that one. Today is this one. Is this our daughter? Okay.
Is this our daughter? Hey, Abashala.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
I always find that shit really, really interesting though. When just relationships, just in general, friendships, all that type of shit, all type of relationships, it's very, very intriguing. The dynamics that you see. The dynamics,
exactly, because there's so many views that actually play on how you're gonna assess the situation.
Yeah.
Like because we have to remember that like we're not just us, we're influenced by everyone around us, man. Yeah. So like our decision will be like in consideration of like, but like Mark told me that I should really make that move.
Yeah.
You know,
the homies.
Yeah,
that's
bro, the
homies. How the homies, especially for boys. I don't know about girls too much. I don't want to like, we're going to get a girl here maybe next week.
Next week we should try to get a girl here. Try to get one of the girls too.
Yeah, to maybe two even just to balance the conversation, because right now we can really only give you accurate boy perspective.
Exactly.
We want to give you accurate girl perspective. So next week, episode 3 podcast, we're going to get a girl. But I want to say, how does that influence you in liking somebody? Because there's been a situation where I didn't actually like a girl, but because the boys were always like, oh man, you gotta make a move. You definitely like her. She definitely likes you. You end up putting yourself in a situation where you pressure, and you just like you end up making a move, and next thing she rejects you. Like, you're like, but the boys,
the boys. Oh man, I'll be having palpitations, especially when you're all out on the same night, and the boys are there and they're like, "Come on, boy, go, do it, boy, chance, boy, come on, do it, boy. You such a wuss, you such a." But you know what I mean? Like,
you're such a V. I'm like, bro, and then you're like, oh, I will, man. You don't even want to do it.
You're jittering in the club, man. And you go, bro.
Like the culture is
recipe
bad,
for disaster.
Honestly, like they talk about toxic masculinity.
Yeah, toxic masculinity.
I ain't gonna go all there. I don't believe in all that. But I think that part is a negative aspect of the boys.
Yeah, of the boys.
Obviously, to some people's grand, but like, honestly, definitely, like, I think when I was younger, it didn't really affect me. But the older I got, you know, the more things affect you.
Definitely.
And it was just like,
even with me now, like, especially like the last night, you know, when you bring your homie over, like you're introducing it to all the gang.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're saying, they're like, oh, is that the one? Then she dips with her friends, and then they're like, wait, go get her. Why you follow her back? What are you doing? Why follow her?
What are you doing? Go get her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro.
Yeah, man. You're like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, just a breeder. Like,
I'm trying to hang with y'all.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's a group session. Know what I mean?
That actually.
Oh, bro.
That should be happening. Like,
bro. On a basis, bro.
Oh, you in a club, bro. Sometimes you just want to hang with the gang. You just want to dance.
you want to chill out.
You just want to chill, have a few sips.
Good fun, like.
And the squad is like, bro, why don't you get her? Why don't you get her? Why don't you try her? Why don't you do this? Why don't you walk her home? Why don't you?
Yeah, bro, that's the thing, bro. And then now you're just like,
I will, but I will. And then you walk the fuck her home, and you don't even want to walk her home.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, did you do something? Did you do this next time? Did you kiss her? Did you go to her house?
To be honest, for now, do you know what I've learned? For the one that I really like, that really matters for me. Like the one thing I've learned when they said, "Oh, walk her home," that's one thing I actually wish I would have learned before. Yeah. Because that's one kind of thing that I actually appreciate the lads passing to me. Because like for a girl that I really like, you know, like have feelings for, I want to be like, you know, I'll walk you home. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll take you to your car. I'm gonna take you to your car. And it's nice because then you have that moment and you close it off nice. But then I feel like you shouldn't be pressured. I feel like the lad should be like, bro, maybe she might want not to be going home. Like, going back to the place alone, know what I mean?
Straight up. So, I think we forget about considering...
Fix that up, I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Get that.
Get that. Motherfucking stunning, you know what I'm saying? But I think we have to consider I think a lot of the boys don't really consider the girl when it comes to this situation. And I think that's the negative aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because, you want your homie to succeed naturally, you know what I'm talking about? Like, this is where the culture comes from. Everybody wants to the homie to be the plug. Everybody wants the homie to be their gang. Everybody wants the homie to be finessing and coming out with W's.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Championship games, bro. They want you to be the clutchest player on the planet every goddamn day. And that's the problem. Every goddamn day. Every now and then, sure, it's cool to apply a little pressure. I think it's fair. I think maybe not fair, but I think it's like it's not toxic. It's not too negative if it's every now and then. But it's when it's every single night out. You have to do something. You have to make a move. You have to. And like I'm not even really that type of dude, bro.
Yeah.
But with the squad, boy, gotta be a dog.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to be.
You gotta just be vicious, bro.
Because there's that thing when the dogs come together, bro. Oh my
Pack of wolves,
God,
bro. Pack of wolves are dangerous.
Oh,
One wolf is bad at packing.
Yeah, packing them boys like.
Bro.
And I was in an all boys school, right? So imagine like we have that at school. Like we go to school, you're meeting a bunch of chimpanzees, like, fucking hanging off the rafters, boy. Like, what? These girls, bro. Like, you see this on the phone, bro? Like, you know you're swiping up, bro. Like, imagine right now, right? Tinder now in all boys schools. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bruh, is that
Oh, he's coming true. This is one of the ones.
That's one of the mandems, bro. That's one of the mandems.
He might just join up. Where you at, bro?
But yeah.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, where you? Yeah, bro. Alright, he's probably gonna miss the podcast. Alright, no worries, bro. Alright, see you in a bit.
That was the bro Fitz, huh?
Yeah, so he was supposed to join the podcast, but you know, he's
last night.
Last night. I saw some precious. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I think like that's the thing about it is like I don't know. Sometimes it's just so aggressive. It is. It can be so aggressive. You know what I mean?
Very, very aggressive.
And like even like I remember like sometimes you bring a girl back to like let's say when I lived in Cork or apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, bro, even like a girl like ended up kind of being with.
Yeah.
I made no moves. Like she came back to my place. It was like 2 a.m. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're watching movies. She was moving closer. All these type of signals.
Bro,
I
that
didn't
space,
know nothing, bro.
You know those moments when there's that space.
Yeah, it was that gap. And then at some point she was like over like way up. And I still did nothing. And then like in the morning when she was like leaving.
Yeah.
And then she kissed me. Then I was like,
what?
I'm so stupid, bro.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because like I get so anxious, bro.
Yeah, I'm the same though. I that happens to me as well, bro. Like, cause your heart is like, especially if you're an overthinker. I feel artists are overthinkers, man. We think about everything because we're so intricate with details, right? So imagine a situation where you're with someone and you're like, oh, should I? Yeah,
then you just do nothing.
Yeah,
your brain, you're just cooking yourself.
Yeah, you're cooking. That's why people are like, oh.
And like literally like there's even situations where it's like you know because when the guys obviously then the next day they be like oh boy did you chop boy did you chop did you chop boy did you cut did you use an X boy
did you smash all these words bro why are they so aggressive bro like all the voices did you smash did you chop did you bang did you bang bro like God damn.
Did you finish
her? This is the era, man. This is the era of finishing. Bro,
that's the crazy thing, bro. And then the gang the next week, did you? And then you like, bro, nah. And then they're like, man, you such a
yeah,
bro. The bleeps, bro, the attacks, bro. It's funny, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
We all do it. Like the thing is we all like we're saying, yeah, we don't like when it's done to us. But we all do to some level involve ourselves in that type of orangutan behavior.
Yeah, that is an orangutan behavior, bro. And that's, man, we're a product of our environment. So please, like, just understand we are growing, but just also understand we're in this environment, bro. Like,
learning,
bro. Like,
this is how we grow.
Blame the system, don't blame me, bro. Blame it on the juice.
Blame it on the juice. It is the juice's fault. But that's what happens though, like where it's like because the culture is so like that.
Yeah,
like,
it is, man. 21st century.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "What are you guys doing? Like, your era is so messed up." Like, she was telling her about like the girl situation, and she's like, "You guys make it so difficult. Why don't you just tell this girl you like her?" I was like. It's like all these games, bro. I feel back in the day.
We all playing FIFA, bro.
Oh, bro.
Back in the days, I think it was just direct. You get motherfucking flowers. You ask them on a date.
Exactly.
They say,
so
bro, they be.
But now that's too much.
Yeah.
Someone flowers
like, oh, it's too intense.
Yeah.
You're getting too strong. Oh my god. Like, this is harassment. This is sexual harassment.
This is harassment.
Oh my god.
This is
bro, like.
I only wanted to give you flowers. Like,
bro, you can just say no, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly, bro.
You can just say no, bro. I ain't trying to. Bro, I ain't trying to kidnap you, bro. I'm giving you flowers, bro.
Exactly. Like,
what?
Man, it's
like, it feels so strange. I think, like, like when you even wooing a girl. Like, I think back in the days when like a boy or your guy, they could spend 6 months, going after a girl, like trying to woo them. They were so focused.
Yeah. Ever watched The Notebook?
Yeah,
it's like that, bro. So like real love stuff, bro. I like that.
Girl,
yeah, man. And then you have those moments like when you're sitting like in the at night on the road,
and then when it happens,
it
feels like
beautiful,
it feels like magic.
Yeah,
but this one night shit is just fun for a second.
I know exactly. I'm not really. Sometimes I think that's the thing. When
you want me to woo you coming down the road? I can buy you flowers. Take you on a date. You pay though, cause I'm
yeah, you pay.
The way my bank account
bro, the way the bank account is set, you pay for dinner tonight.
The first 3 dates.
But man, like back on that like one night stand thing, bro. Yeah. Like, it's just like a fact that even that mentality was the same with the boys, right? Like we drive that mentality together, like that one night stand. But I feel like we all want love, like just like everyone wants like some love, some sweet stuff, just like
all softies are hard.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you,
just vicious because
man. I know you guys. I know my niggas out there, bro. Y'all lying, bro. Like,
yeah, no, you.
I know you want love.
I know you want love. Trying to pretend to yourself. You lying. Stop lying to yourself.
Why you lying?
Why you always lying? Oh my god, you want that real love. You want that,
bro.
Real shit, bro. And I think the thing is, people are afraid of being heartbroken and being hurt. And I think that's where the culture derives from, because like rejection and all this negative shit. Yeah. So in order to like comfort oneself, perhaps that's why we try so many, and one success covers up all the blemishes and all the scars.
Exactly. That's why people have rotation. Bro. I've been looking up online. Some of these like dating guys or whatever.
They got girls on rotation.
They got rotation. They talk about rotation. I'm like, man, you got a soccer team of chicks, bro.
They say you gotta be talking to at least a bros. Yeah, you gotta. You have a bus of girls you'll be talking to. Yeah. Right? So that, because the thing is as well, it's also not just the boy's fault. I think girls have to take some blame here. Yeah. Because if a guy is too focused on a girl's like, oh my god.
He's giving me too much of his time.
Yeah, he doesn't even, like, why is he not being a bit more asshole-y?
Exactly,
why is he giving me all this love and energy? Like, why isn't he trying to finesse other chicks in front of me to make
me jealous? Yeah.
Why isn't he being a douchebag?
Yeah, exactly. I want him.
Girls want a Trump in their life.
Yeah, they want someone to mess around with them or something, bro. It's just, I think this like the thing is that if it's too easy, if you come off and you're there straight away, they're like, nah,
how could you like me this
boring?
Bitch, I know you for 4 years. How could you like me this quickly?
4 years. 4 years? I was in the trenches, cuz.
We've been acquaintances.
Yeah, we've been acquaintances.
We're trying to move past that. We're trying to move past that for 2 years, cuz. What you talking about?
We fucking move past that. Bro, and even chicks. But I was actually reading this article about these chicks that have like boys on rotation that are paying their bills. One for the dinner. One for this.
The phone number we call like dinner, breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, man.
Free food.
Especially like LA and all.
Y'all dogs too, man. Don't just blame guys. Y'all dogs too.
Man, LA's crazy, bro. Like they like, I'm sure America's like the hub of madness. So like, you know what I mean?
Capital of madness.
So obviously everything is so expressed heavy.
Like it's like whatever is happening here, like multiply that by like 3.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
That's over there. At least that's how it seems to us, Brian.
Yeah, it does. Because we live in Tralee. Like Tralee's a small place, like small enough town, and still like I feel like the progression like is. I know people are progressing, of course, but like city life is different.
Yeah.
City life is hectic, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like.
And we might be London baby soon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, traveling.
We're planning to do a lot of traveling this year.
Traveling will be so good. Tired, like, definitely. And festivals too, like trying to get those festivals organized. So people, check out what we post up online on our Instagrams about like upcoming shows, upcoming conversations. It would actually be so cool if you guys have seen like the Blind Boy podcast when he's on stage. Sometimes during the day, like EP, he'd be doing like a podcast like this.
Right there.
Like it would be so dope for us to do something like that, you know, because everyone's different.
If you guys come through and show us enough love, by this festival, we might just do live podcasts where we just sit down in a circle or some shit. Or
square, man, exactly. Whatever, bro.
What shapes are you into? Octagon. Sit down in some form of geometrical shape, and we just have conversation. Then you guys can chip in and. Obviously we'll run the conversation so that there's some kind of a direction and some kind of it's not all over the place. But we'll obviously let people comment and add.
Exactly.
Like that. Be a fun experience. We might.
Exactly. I think we should. I think that would be nice. Especially when people are getting turned to the festival. Everyone's juiced up, bro, and then the mind's just throwing out things. The freedom, bro. Oh, man.
People gonna be chatting. Actually, talking about festivals, right? Like, okay, so imagine you meet somebody in a festival. And you guys have like a super sick connection, right? But which I always feel like, I think like nowadays, because back in the days, right? People would meet for one night and have this crazy moment and they end up getting married and stay together and live together. You can't, I don't think
that's why falling in love, like what's that thing when you first see
love at first sight?
Love at first sight.
People are afraid of that now. People don't really believe in that now, but I do feel it happens. It's just like it's all about both parties have to be invested in allowing it to happen and see what happens. But I feel like people just want to have the thrill for the night and only view it as the thrill for the night. Because people are so used to getting finessed for a night or finessing for a night that like it takes away from that. Wow, the moment we had was special.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Didn't even build on it. Building on
that. It's
like
we did it. All right, now leave. What? You still here in the morning? Oh my god.
Yeah, man, that's so cold, bro.
I just called you a taxi.
Man, I got some Snapchats from some of them boys, bro. Like some of my homies be sending me crazy shit. Like these Spanish and they be snapping it, just like, get out of here. I'm just like, bro, how are you gonna treat somebody like that? Imagine if that was me and I'm like after chilling with a chick, right? And then she snaps, it's like, this guy's still in my gaff. Like, go home. Like, I'd be like, my heart, like, like I'm telling you, that's how raw and real it is, bro.
What's he doing here? Like,
bro.
So what we did, is that not like an intimate? Is that not?
It's like, not so intimate, man. Sex is not so intimate, bro, or spiritual.
People
would
like rather have sex
anymore,
these days
bro.
than kiss somebody, bro. Kissing is more intimate than sex these
bro.
days,
And this chick was like, she was happy that she wasn't in a relationship. She's like, man, one night, that's all. I get my man in the club, that's it, I'm done, and then I go and do my own thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, damn, bro, that's kind of like, if you're living in a pattern like that, man, I guess sometimes some people don't get that spiritual aspect of just that connection of just like being in one.
I don't think I could, even like, no matter how, niggas have runs. Like, no matter how great of I don't think I could do that more than once every few months. I don't think I could, like, because I prefer having a relationship with one person. Like, so I find it difficult even to, like, go on hunting. It's just because the boys
on hunting.
The boys demanded. The boys demanded, like, so it has to happen. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we go hunting, but
boys are on it. They're on it.
It's so aggressive.
I know, man. It is, man. It's coming out. It's like the Hulk, man.
I think game like that we try to, like, it's crazy,
bro. I swear down, bro.
But yeah, man, I think, like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's different, bro. People are just different. But
they are. They're different. Yeah. I like the fact that, like, I think being raised in a like African household, how we're multifaceted and we actually appreciate the spiritual. Sides, like, and I understand like the spiritual aspect of all that because like back like obviously African people are so in like deep about so much. Now that you're like, man, if you are going to do this, girl, you have. You mean like this has to be right. Both of you have to have that connection. It's a bond, like, and because at the end of the day, right, if you have a kid with this person, right, like you are passing on your ancestry, her ancestry together, and you're building something new.
That's why there's so many single parents these days.
Bro.
It's ridiculous. The amount of single parents is like because sex has just been turned into this thing that's just an activity, bro.
Yes.
It's an activity.
Just gonna go play soccer there, mate.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. Like it's an activity. Like that's just good time. It's like having drinks, like, you know what I mean? It's so weird, like, and because of that, like, people be having like one-off with a random guy they don't even remember.
They don't even know.
They don't even know.
How do you know who's
their father? Like,
exactly.
Oh look, I have 3 babies there, man.
Yeah, but how do you know that that person is safe? Like, as in, like, who has he smashed? Like, he's probably been around the town. Now you're infesting.
He probably
yourself.
got 5, 6 babies, bro.
Yeah, bro. Now you're next.
Bro.
You're the next.
We ain't trying to scare you guys.
No, that's trying to scare you. But like, we're trying to make you kind of think about
the other perspective.
Even for me, right? Yeah. I'm even, as we're conversating right now, I'm thinking about it because I don't know why, but sometimes obviously we need to obviously like say this to be able to actually be aware of it because sometimes I wouldn't think about it. I'd be stuck in that trance. Smash, exactly, you're stuck in the smash.
Yeah. So, but anyway, like, there's just some nights and situations where it's like, I don't know, you just feel like, oh man, I just want to let loose. Yeah. Like, obviously, I think that's fine, but it's all about healthy doses. It's all about not overdosing, right? Not overdosing, like drinking every now and then is great. Drinking every day is not, right?
Yeah,
I think
that's
sex
true.
And everything should have a similar. Everything is about balance, right?
That's so
the
true.
The only thing you can get away with, you know, having every day is like water and food. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything else.
You see your water and food. Though.
Exactly. Unless she's your water and food, and that's where that one person aspect. And like, what you think of that when like people now have poly, whatever the fuck relationship?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
actually, do you know? I actually researched that, and actually.
I wanted to. It's been happening forever since like royals and shit. They have like five wives, 20 wives.
Exactly.
All that type of shit.
Do you know, it even happens like, especially like you know, back home and stuff like. Especially it happens a lot,
that's
bro. Like,
normal,
you know, but like I don't know. For me, I think I'd love to understand it, but the thing is, I thought I kind of would have been like, yo, man, I wonder what it'd be like to experience that. But then I'm like, man, you're juggling so much. Like imagine you're going out with 5 people. Like, the emotions, bro. The emotional turmoil. Because if you're, like, think out of 3 of those people, man, they're not stable, bro.
They're definitely not stable. Well, I don't know. I just don't, I feel it's weird. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, not weirdos and, oh my God, I'm saying this is like, because you know the internet be taking shit way out of context.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, true.
Obviously, when I say weird, I mean weird in like a sense of like, it's just,
it's different.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
And
No,
it's just like, I don't know. I couldn't do that. Like, cause again, I'm a very one person.
True.
I like focusing on like one thing at a time. Like,
me too, man.
You know, and I don't feel like I give the other. I definitely like one more than the other.
Yeah, you would, boy. You would. Imagine it. Oh, you would, boy. That happens, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
That happens, man.
I'd like one more than the other. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and no, but what's the point?
So why am I going? If I like her the most.
Yeah.
Why am I putting up with the other 4 or 5 extra people for?
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Like, you know,
I don't know.
That's right.
That's just me.
No, you're actually on a point, and thanks for saying that. Because for me, like, it gives me understanding of myself. Like, just that one person that you always like, because you're like, you always put them above. Like, do you know what I mean?
And the thing is, people then have this perspective like, why should I limit myself to one person? What makes you so fucking special? Like, Do you know what I mean? Like, people are so self-fucking, like, righteous. Like, oh my God, like, why should I limit myself? Bitch, why should they limit themselves with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why should I accept you and 5 other motherfuckers? Like, You know what I mean? What makes you so special? God damn it. What incarnation?
Incarnation.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's true. Let us know how you feel about those. I don't know how do you pronounce that word. Poly. Yeah, poly.
Poly.
Poly
relationships. Give us a freestyle.
Oh,
yeah, man, poly time, but I don't know, it's different, bro. It's different, bro. Like,
it is, bro. I'm actually gonna do you know what? I'm actually gonna bring you back some information on that, because I was doing some research on that like last year. Just kind of like to get understanding, because I had a few friends that were actually researching this couple online. One of my friends linked me them, and they like had a kid together. They were in like that poly relationship, and they were working how they were like with other partners and all that. And I remember in one situation, this girl and this guy, the girl was like, yeah, like we can see each other, other partners, but like at the end of the night, we have to come back to each other. Do you know, like at the end of the night, they sleep in the same bed or whatever. But it's like, that's weird. It's weird, isn't it?
She just got boned.
Yeah, she just
like,
got
God knows who.
Zilla, like.
Probably got nutted.
And now she
and now you kissing that.
Bro, that's mad. But anyway, like I'm gonna bring y'all more stuff that I found on YouTube because it's nice kind of like seeing what happens around the world, man. You know, just seeing what's going on.
Yeah, and I think in different cultures and different places accepted way better or more. Like for us this is like normal. Like especially for guys, it's not really normal for women to do it.
Yeah.
I think in general people have a negative connotation when a woman does it.
Yeah.
Like I think
I need to get the door, that's Phil.
Yeah. Whenever like a woman does it, people have a negative connotation. But when a guy does it, for some reason, people don't seem all that bothered by it, which I always find a little bit strange. And I don't know, like
We are. Oh, we are. How are you doing?
there should be like a more balanced way of it.
It's true. Yeah. Oh, we've got a special guest. It's not Fidza. It's actually it's the boy. Hop in, sit down, bro. Sit down, bro.
Where do you want me to go?
Sit down, man. Sit down wherever, man.
I'm so confused. This is Michael Barrett, baby.
Yeah. Special guest.
We actually have a special guest earlier than anticipated, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's move this back a little bit so that everybody can fit in nicely. Yeah. So we're talking about like what do you think of like poly, whatever the fuck relationships?
Have you
ever the ones where
2, 3 motherfucking partners and shit like?
Fucking. Honestly, I'm not sure. I've only ever had one at a time. That doesn't mean she hasn't had more than that.
That's true, man. You don't know.
How would you know? Like,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
How would you know, especially in this day and age?
Yeah,
and to be fair,
I'd be a fan of it now if it was if there was a load at my side now. You wouldn't mind hers.
You don't want to be the guy that's one of the 5. You want to be the guy and she's one of the 5.
Nobody wants to be in that position.
Well, if you're all sharing, it doesn't matter if your one has other partners anyway. Like unless you catch feelings, man.
That's
if it's not like a real relationship, but the problem is we're talking about if it's like actually dating.
Yeah, man.
Actually dating. Like.
Yeah. There's a guy that's like he's married to this girl again on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's married with this girl for like they were together for like 7 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she met like another guy, and then she now has 2 boyfriends and a husband.
2 boyfriends and a husband.
And a husband.
And the husband's alright with
the
it.
husband.
Like,
Jesus.
He said he gets jealous sometimes, and she gets jealous sometimes. I think he's allowed to do it, but he doesn't want to really. Like he
that's
likes
kind
her.
of fucked up.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's selfish of her. Like fair enough if he was okay with it and he was willing to do it as well. But I think the fact that he doesn't want to do it, but you want to do it, so you're like, well, you know, this is.
Now he's stuck loving her, or someone's stuck loving him and watching them just.
I know. And they all live in the same household and they switch.
Serious?
She has a schedule where it's like Tuesday she goes on dates with this one and sleeps with this one. Like Wednesday.
Like, you on the schedule.
Yeah, she has a schedule.
What day do you want Friday?
And a lot of time slots. You can have it. You can have it for 20 minutes. You can have it for 20 minutes. I gotta go then. I gotta go.
I gotta leave after that, man.
Yo, on the clock.
I'm running out. Alright, in the next hour, I'm going to math. Next door.
Jesus.
I got yoga, but we mightn't be doing any yoga.
We'll be doing some different type of stuff.
I should be stretching out, alright.
Oh man, happy you're here, Barrett, bro. Fuck yeah, extra energy, man. That extra energy is needed, bro.
Yeah, we needed that, man. What else did we talk about that? I think he might have a good perspective.
What else did we talk about? Oh no, we're on about friends, you know, like, you know, I haven't seen one of the boys or something like in years. You know, some boys from school, and they're completely different. They're not you're not mentally like the same.
Like, oh, what's the story?
Man, you know.
I was like, oh, you're like proper businessman.
You're like, you know, sometimes it's great. You're like, damn, you matured, and then sometimes like, damn, you still a child, bro. Like, you know, it's like both ways. Sometimes,
It like either sometimes they're too mature, or sometimes they're under mature. Like,
it's like, bro,
but then, like, man, you run into some of them, and they're just unbelievable crack. Like,
that's it, man. I like the unbelievable crack.
Yeah.
You know, I want to still have the same fun with you that we had back when we were in Pearl Jam, boy.
Obviously, maybe a more
we still
mature
have the
version
same
of
crack,
it. But
like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Do you know that type of way?
It's
Like,
the same with you, Mark. Like, we still
Aw.
all have the good crack.
yeah, that was.
Move on, boys, move on. Same old crack. And we're saying as well, actually, do you know when sometimes you go on a night out and the pressure from the boys to fucking
Get fucked up.
yeah. Not
Or
just-
get fucked.
that too.
That too, bro.
The
Like
pressure to get fucked up and
smashed.
the pressure to get with a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, women just kind of have to happen naturally, like.
Yeah.
You can't really force it.
No,
like.
but you know when the boys be like, oh, you have to shift up.
Yeah, just-
Yeah.
But it actually originates from that. Would you shift my friend?
Remember these days?
Man, y'all remember those days, boys? Like,
Oh, would you shift my
People
friend?
there.
and then they say no, you're like, will you shift me? One of us is getting it.
That's bad. That's the poly right there, bro. That's where the poly began.
That's where it started. Right here, man. It's like the same as like sex addiction, man. That shit's not real. I accidentally slept with a load of women. No, you fucking didn't. I accidentally slept with a load of women. Nah, you know what you were doing.
Accidentally.
You don't accidentally just take your pants off and then put it in a
Unless you're in the shower, man. You might be attacked by the pussy.
Oh shit, is that you?
Oh shit!
How'd you get here?
How did you get here?
At my house.
Close your eyes.
How did that
How did this happen?
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
What's that feeling?
She's controlling it. She's controlling it.
Don't drop the soap. You know what I mean?
She's just twerking, man. She's just twerking.
That shit was too divine. I couldn't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then what else was we're talking about? Like, as well, when like, do you think it's awkward or like, yeah, let's say awkward if like, let's say you're friends with somebody for a very long time and then one of you or both of you want to transition to a relationship?
Yeah, like that.
It
Good
can be,
friends, like,
it
but
can
you-
be.
But you know, you're such good friends that it's challenging to the fact that you might ruin the friendship. That kind of,
Yeah,
I think it's more of a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's not the during part that's
No.
the problem.
Yeah.
It's the after.
After-
the
yeah,
aftermath.
yeah.
But you're kind of pre-putting yourself as it's gonna go down. It's like it's like
like-
you're watching the
right.
plane. You're like,
Yeah.
this plane might
Yeah,
go down.
like a few of the boys, like,
Stop it.
and like,
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Stop it.
for ages, man.
Maybe
And they
not.
still-
Maybe not. Put the names.
Oh
Just
shit!
say.
Can we cut that?
Yeah, just cut that.
Yeah,
Just say.
cut
Just say.
that.
Just
Cut
say.
here,
Just
man. Cut the name.
Just
Bleep
say.
the name.
Just say a
I'll
few
bleep
of the
the name.
boys. Just say.
Oh
Just say-
shit!
You're saying a
man.
few. You're going to
Yes,
say
I'm
a
getting
few.
too kind of relaxed.
No, it's not. No, but you know what? You should just say like just a few.
Yeah,
of the boys.
you know,
Just-
Yeah.
Instead of
a few
saying
of
the
the
name.
boys, like,
Or
yeah,
make up
yeah.
a name like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But go on
Yeah.
anyway. Let's back to
Adam
where
and
you-
Eve, like.
Yeah. So Adam and Eve, or is it Adam and Steve?
No, it's Adam and Eve for this one anyway. Adam and Eve. But, yeah, they were in a relationship anyway.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fucking, they're good friends now again. Like,
Oh, are they?
fucking,
But that's what you want,
yeah.
right?
Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
fucking,
good.
they were going out for about 2 years, man, and like, the relationship went well. Like, it was just distance, man.
Yeah.
And it was like, fucking one of them was away for 6 months, and then the other one was
Away, yeah.
for 6 months, and all this kind of shit. Like, I mean,
yeah.
the distance broke it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least they can still be friends, because I think it's worse when like you're in a
Yeah,
relationship
like,
with somebody and
they
then
didn't
all
do
of a
anything
sudden you're
retarded,
not cool.
like,
Yeah.
But what if,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say, you're living here? Like, what distance? How far were they?
Oh, it was like different continents.
Oh.
Like, it wasn't like from fucking Tralee to Dublin. Like,
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
like fucking, let's say fucking America to here, or
Oh,
fucking Africa to here, or some shit
man,
like that.
That's that's like
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
you every once a year.
Yeah, that's like a fucking 7-hour flight, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's expensive, man. It's
bro. You
expensive.
can't afford to do
No,
more than one trip a
no.
year, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Nah.
You need to get a lot of time off. To do
Yeah.
it.
You do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where relationships
Or one of
are.
you would have to compromise and move to the other person's place.
Yeah, but then like when you've got commitments with work and fucking
Yeah,
college
you
and
can't.
shit.
Who's
man.
gonna take that compromise?
Can't take that.
Man, I had
Yeah.
a friend who took a compromise and jumped ship, and then he ended up in a situation, right? Like, and when he was in that country, they were there together for a short space of time, and then it fell apart.
Whoa.
Like he gave up his
life,
like,
basically.
his
Yeah,
situation.
I'd say I know the man.
Yeah.
That's
man.
the
We'll avoid the name.
No.
I know we got one anyway.
Yeah, I've been
What's up,
caught now,
Jimmy?
I've been caught now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy, man.
Yeah, Jimmy, man. Jimmy's like, it's been a hard time for you, Jimmy, man.
Jimmy's mangled
fuck's
now.
sake,
Jimmy's mangled now.
Whoa,
But I was mangled as well, but I've been in the same situation where I went away and then, like, you know,
It just kind of fell apart.
it fell apart, but you invested yourself so much into that situation, and it's not even your own dwelling, like it's not your own home. So now you're just
You're
like,
relying on her as well. And then when she leaves, it's like,
oh no! So when she leaves, when you're told go, get out. Like, it's not when she leaves. You know what I mean? Get your bags.
pack your shit, gotta go.
Where's that ticket?
Bro, I'm telling you, where's that ticket, bro? Like that. Bro,
you
it's
just
tough,
work there
bro.
and
It's
spend
so sad. Bro, I'm not like, that was tough, man.
Yeah, no, I think that's a very tough situation. Just awkward, weird, strange situation to be in. Like, what would you
even when it
do?
goes south, man? Even when it goes south when you're at home or anything, man, it can be tough.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
true.
imagine them not being home and relying on that person, and
Yeah.
then they're like, "Well, fuck out of here, right?
Yeah,
I found Steve over there, right? He's right? Jimmy's Steve is better in the sack, like.
Steve is better in the set. When you were going to work, Steve was here.
Steve was here, keeping me company. Steve just did a better job. Like, I want a real man.
When they want the pipe laid down, like, I mean, that's what they want. Like.
You know, they need the pleasure, boy. They need the correct amount of, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Oh, fucking fact, man.
Definitely. Guys, on that note, I have to, like, I'm going to work. I have work. And,
yeah.